Get your vehicle back on the road smooth and problem-free with Village Motors Collision Center. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and our Collision Center works on all makes and models and has available deductible assistance, along with loaner and rental vehicles available for your use, complimentary oil change packages, not to mention that we are the preferred repair shop for most insurance companies. Ask us about our cleanup packages with 4 great packages from basic to premium by appointment only starting at $19.95. For collision repair, make your first stop at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Happy holidays, everyone from Doylestown. It's high school boys basketball on a Friday night here on Local Sports Ohio. Glory 102.9 FM and AM 960 in Worcester. Along with Pete Norman, I'm Ron Hamilton. Happy to have you with us tonight for an early season showdown in the Wayne County Athletic League between the home team Chippewa Chipps and Hillsdale coming in the visiting team tonight. And when we take a look at these two teams early in the season, Pete, we start with the home team Chippewa, and it's been a nice start to the season for the Chips and first-year head coach Matthew Stewart.
Yeah, they come in 4-2 overall. They're 1-1 in the WCAL. Lost their last game out to Woodridge. Woodridge must be pretty good. They pounded them pretty good, 75-49. But all in all, Chippewa where they want to be right now in the beginning of the year.
10-14 a year ago. They're 4-2, as Pete mentioned, coming into tonight. Hillsdale, meanwhile, as area fans know, late start to the basketball season due to the football team's success and getting all the way to the state title game. So they've only got one game under their belt. You were there on Monday night, saw it at Waynedale. Talk about what you saw.
Yeah, Waynedale was very lucky to get Hillsdale when they got them because, I mean, they had 3 practices and 1 scrimmage under their belts before their very first game. It was a 57-52 loss to Waynedale, but Hillsdale definitely had their moments. Cale Lewis punched in 19 points. Troy Bennett also got double figures for him, and they had some sickness. Lowen Ferguson was sick. Hayden McFadden was out sick. Ferguson played, McFadden didn't, and hence the 57-52 loss.
So it's Chippewa and Hillsdale tonight here from Doylestown. We'll hear from both coaches, Chippewa coach Matt Stewart and Hillsdale coach Ben Ferguson. We'll hear coaches' comments coming up next.
The Worcester Eye Center is dedicated to providing the finest medical, surgical, and routine eye care available. Our board-certified ophthalmologists utilize the most advanced diagnostic and testing equipment available to schedule your surgery in our on-site state-of-the-art surgery center. We also offer routine eye care, including a full optical shop with lens wear and contact lens services. At Worcester Eye Center, your vision is our focus.
Troyer's Trail Bologna is great anytime. For lunch, a snack, great for parties, even just kicking back, listening to the game on the radio. Since 1912, our wide variety of products and strong traditional ties to our heritage allows us to provide you with the best tasting bologna around. Great taste from the heart of Amish country. Remember the next time you're at your favorite supermarket, don't forget the Troyers. Troyer's Trail Bologna since 1912.
The name may be different, but the service is still the same. Franch Drilling is now Flinner Drilling, and we still have the same knowledgeable, dependable workforce that has been a staple of the business for decades. Hi, I'm Eddie Flinner, and my dad bought this great company to be able to still serve Wayne and surrounding counties with a workforce that is second to none when it comes to knowledge and experience in the well drilling industry. If you need a water well drilled or need service done to your existing well, call Flinner Drilling at 330-262-5301 to set up an appointment today.
Watch your money grow. Your legacy will show. It's Star Strategy. It's Star Strategy.
Pregame continues tonight as we talk with Chippewa head coach Matthew Stewart. Coach, first year with the program, if you would, just out of the gate, talk a little bit about what you've implemented, the process starting last summer, and how the kids have bought into what you want to do.
Yeah, we had a good start to the season. It all started this summer. I had really good buy-in over the summer. We did a couple shootouts. We went to Eastern Ohio basketball camp. I think that was a really good turning point for the guys. Kind of helped set the culture that we wanted coming into the season. A lot of buy-in from the guys early on. Coaching staff really helped with that. I have great staff behind me, and we all kind of pushed really the defensive effort, kind of getting guys to dive on the floor for loose balls, help each other up, kind of the positive touches around. Don't drop your head. We got to play together as a team. They really bought into that early on, and it's kind of showing on the win and loss column. So.
Well, Coach, you mentioned a good start. You're 4-2. Also a busy start to the year. I mean, after tonight, you're a third of the way done through the regular season. Do you feel like here at the third point of the year that you kind of gelled? Have you seen that yet?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had 1 week with 4 games, and I told the guys that that's going to be your toughest week of the season. Now we have 2 weeks here with 1 game apiece. And really, these seniors have been really hitting the message of we're already a third of the way through your senior season. How do you guys want it to finish? How do you guys want it to keep continuing? And that's kind of been the message to them, and I think they kind of help the guys rally around them, kind of help them finish out strong here.
What have you seen so far that you're still trying to get better at?
Yeah, I mean, definitely we create turnovers and just valuing the basketball and making sure we execute is probably the biggest thing we've been hitting on right now.
You always want to win the conference games, especially early. Don't dig yourself a hole. And you've got a good opponent tonight in Hillsdale. I know coming out of the football season, they've only got 1 game in, played on Monday night. But your thoughts and concerns about the Falcons?
Yeah, for sure. They're a great team, great coach. I mean, they're very athletic, so that's going to be one of the biggest concerns is we got to make sure we limit how much they run the floor, and they shoot the ball well from deep. Lowen's a really good shooter, so we got to make sure we can kind of stop that attack out there from the outside.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
If you're looking for more insulation, then stop by MRV Siding Supply for top-rated by Winco windows. By Winco offers black windows carrying more argon gas, which gives you 30% more installation value. By Winco windows also have standard double strength, increasing noise reduction. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
This might be a good time to remember that. Worcester Community Hospital's exceptional orthopedic team is waiting for you right here, right now. From joint care and advanced robotic joint replacement to physical therapy, tailored sports medicine, and rehabilitation programs. Superb orthopedic care for every age from one of America's top 100 hospitals. So you can keep living your best life every single day. WCH Orthopedics. Stay close, get better.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1. Stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2. Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Speak now with Hillsdale head basketball coach Ben Ferguson ahead of the game with Chippewa at Doylestown. And Coach, you really had to get things going quickly. You got a late start due to the football. Talk about your team's progress through the first week and a half.
Yeah, well, we lost a tough one over there at Waynedale. We had a lot of illness going on, and we had 4 days of practice. No excuses. Things have changed as we're healthy now. We've had a couple extra days of practice. That's really all that's changed.
And the good thing about it is you got a lot back from last year, so you kind of got to hit the floor running, so to speak. Talk about that end of things, how nice that is to have guys who you had last year you can take that next step with.
Right. No, it's definitely a big benefit to us. They know the lingo. They know how I coach. I know how they play. The one thing that changed is last year a lot of our offense and defensive schemes ran through our big guy, Brady Critchbaum. So that is a big change. We play different now, and hopefully tonight you'll see a far different team than you saw Monday night against Waynedale.
You want to try to get up and down the floor a little bit more this year with what you have?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the name of the game for us. And again, Monday we weren't able to do that. We had a lot of guys under the weather, and the other guys were largely out of shape. Football shape and basketball shape are very different things.
Now, you got Chippewa, like I said. What do you know about them? What are you expecting to see from them?
One thing I know is they're going to play hard. They're going to play very hard. I think it's going to be a battle on the rebounding. They got a couple of guys who can shoot the ball. I think all in all, we could have a real tough contest here, and it's a big game for us coming off the loss to Waynedale.
What would you like to see out of your kids tonight to take that next step?
Well, being that they're healthy now, there is no excuses. We got to play hard, and I think that you're going to see, again, you're going to see a different team than you saw Monday, and we're going to keep reevaluating. We've only had now, I think we're up to 7 practices, so it's still very early in the season for us to kind of see what we have. But all in all, I know our boys are going to get out there and get after it, so I'm really looking forward to the game.
Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Now is the perfect time for a new career. Enroll at Wayne County Schools Career Center and you may qualify for a scholarship to cover the equivalent of the cost of your books and supplies, up to $4,200 for enrollment in a program over 600 hours. Programs include Administrative Office Professional, Cosmetology, Dental Assisting, Law Enforcement Training Academy, Manufacturing Technologies, Medical Assisting, Practical Nursing. Call Wayne County Schools Career Center at 330-669-7070 to register for the next available information session to begin the enrollment process.
At Home Appliance Company, customer happiness is our legacy. For over 60 years, we've proudly served Massillon, Ohio. Our experts specialize in helping you find the appliances that work for your home and family. Explore exceptional appliances at everyday low prices, like our stylish refrigerators, chef-ready ranges, and high-performance washers. Rebates and financing options are available. Stop by or find our full line of products online.
And back here at Chippewa as we get set for this Wayne County Athletic League matchup. Chippewa comes in at 4-2, 1-1 in the Wayne County Athletic League. Next game is going to be not until Saturday, December 27th. They'll be at Lake Center Christian, so a little bit of a break after that, as we heard Coach Stewart talk about. Hillsdale, meanwhile, coming off of Monday's loss to Waynedale. They'll be back in action tomorrow. They're going to be home tomorrow for Northwestern prior to Christmas. As far as what else is happening around the area tonight in the league, Norwayne's on the road at Northwestern, Smithville hosting Rittman, and Waynedale is at Manchester. Other area teams in action this evening. West Holmes is on the road at Dover, Worcester down in New Philly, Highland hosting Sandy Valley, and Central Christian also home tonight for Mansfield St. Pete's. Ron Hamilton, Pete Norman, happy to have you with us for this one. We'll step aside for this quick break and the playing of our national anthem. When we come back, Pete will have the starting lineups and we'll tip things off coming up next here on Local Sports Ohio.
Craving a workplace with low stress and strong work-life balance? At Worcester Brush, renowned for producing the finest paint applicators in the industry, we prioritize our team by fostering a calm, supportive environment and staying closed on Sundays. Join a company that truly treats employees like family while offering exceptional benefits and a competitive wage. Worcester Brush is currently hiring for full-time positions. Are you ready to take the next step? Apply today at worcesterbrush.com/careers. Worcester Brush, a great place to work.
The River Spotlight Athlete of the Week, sponsored by the Insurance Center Agency, is Orville's Braden Cox. The junior scored 18 points, collected 5 rebounds, and had 4 assists in a 54-52 comeback victory over Northwest. Hi, I'm Aaron Dorkson at the Insurance Center Agency. Contact me for a free home, auto, life, or business quote at 330-345-3111. We proudly represent Erie, Wayne, Progressive, and many other A-rated insurance companies. Good luck to all winter sports athletes and teams this season.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Contractors, Home Siding Contractors.
The holidays are coming, and it's time to celebrate. Stock up on all your party supplies for Christmas and New Year's with the Bowman Beverage family of drive-thrus. Whether you're in Worcester, Orville, or anywhere nearby, they have you covered. Stop by Bowman Beverage, the Ice House, or West Lincoln Way drive-thrus in Worcester, or visit Gary's drive-thru in Orville. From your favorite beverages to snacks and holiday essentials, they make it quick, easy, and convenient. Make this season merry, bright, and fully stocked with the Bowman Beverage family of drive-thrus.
Back here at Chippewa, once again, happy to have you with us here on this very cold Friday night. A lot different than what we had 24 hours ago. Tonight on the floor here in Doylestown, it's Chippewa hosting Hillsdale. And for a look at tonight's starting lineups, I'll turn things over to Pete.
Ron, thank you very much. Starting lineups brought to you by your friends at Hobron Insurance in Millersburg. Do you have rental properties? Hobron's Insurance has great rates on rental properties through great companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance. Online at hobroninsurance.com. Visiting team on the scoreboard, the 0-1 Hillsdale Falcons, coached by Ben Ferguson. They will start as follows. At guard, Troy Bennett. He had 10 points in the opener. Also at guard, Knox Lewis. He had 9 points in that contest. Also at guard, Cale Lewis. He led them with 19 points in that contest. Point guard, Lowen Ferguson. He added 5 points in that loss against Waynedale. And the forward inside, Jake Haven. He added 7 points in that game against Waynedale. Their opponent, the Chippewa Chipps, come in 4-2 overall, 1-1 in the WCAL, coached by Matthew Stewart. They will start as follows. At guard, number 1, Burke Hughes. He's averaging 6.3 points per game. Also at guard, Camden Hall. He's averaging 10.3 points a game. The third guard, Johnny Taloni. He's their leading scorer, averaging 17.5 points a game. He's a good one, folks. Also the forwards, Grady McNabb averaging 1.7 points a game, and Luke Blas averaging 3.3 points per contest. Those are your starting lineups, and they're brought to you by Hobron Insurance in Millersburg.
Well, we mentioned Chippewa comes in at 4-2, wins on the year over Waterloo, Strasburg, Fuchs Mizrahi, and Rittman. Losses on the year to Smithville in the league, and then Woodridge, a team out of Pennsylvania. Offensively, they average 57 points per ball game, give up 55 on the defensive end. We mentioned Hillsdale just one game so far. They fell to Waynedale on Monday, 54-52. Reminder, at the end of tonight's game, Pete and I will select our Germain Honda of College Hills player of the game. Both teams now out on the floor. Home whites, tops and bottoms for Chippewa, blue numbers and letters trimmed in black. Hillsdale, the navy blue tops and bottoms with the gold numbering and lettering. Center circle jumping, Gage Barker, 6'5 senior for Hillsdale, and Cam Hall, the 6-foot junior for Chippewa, doing the honors for the home squad. Ball tipped into the front court and controlled by Hillsdale, which will go left to right on your radio dial in this opening quarter of play. Bennett, quick three. That's up no good from the right wing. And Chippewa rebounds it. Up the far sideline is Taloni. And now into the half court with it are the Chips. Cam Hall inside. Pass stolen away. Gets it back and he lays it in off the glass. Deflection right into his hands, and Hall's got the first 2 of the night. The other way comes Hillsdale. Troy Bennett with a basketball out top. Gives it off on the left wing to Cale Lewis. Lewis to Haven. Into the lane, puts up tough shot, blocked, but Hillsdale keeps, and now back out on the perimeter. And Cale Lewis, the 6'3 junior, will back things up, reset the offense. Between the circles and around a screen, left side with it, comes to the wing and tries to throw it through the lane. Intercepted and stolen away by Hall. Drive at the other end, blocked from behind. Bennett got a piece of it, and here comes Hillsdale. A minute into this one, 2-0, Chippewa on top. As Bennett around a screen through a defender in the lane, and he throws it through the hands of teammate Gage Barker. Good pass on the baseline, but Barker maybe not expecting it, through his mitts and out of bounds over to Chippewa.
That was a nice job defensively by Chippewa. They ran a pick and roll there, and boy, he hedged really hard on that. Made the ball handler uncomfortable.
Well, mentioned 10-14 a year ago was Chippewa. Hillsdale coming off of a 19-7 campaign. The two teams split their two meetings last year. Here's Chippewa in the half court. Baseline, Taloni into the corner now. That's Hughes. Drives into the lane through two defenders. Loses it on the shot attempt out of bounds and back over to Hillsdale. 6:28 to play, opening quarter. 2-0, lone basket made by Chippewa's 6-foot junior Cam Hall, one of two Chippewa Chipps in double figures coming in. Pete mentioned Taloni at 17 per game, Hall right at 10. Here's Hillsdale, wide open look at a three, that's up and good. Left wing count it for Cale Lewis, and Hillsdale's first lead of the night at 3-2. Hillsdale, little 2-3 zone to start against Chippewa. Chippewa coming in 32% from beyond the arc. Average about 6 made threes per game does Chippewa. On the perimeter with the basketball, Hall now out top. Taloni drives right of the key into the corner to Hall. He lost it on the deck, and we're going to get what? We're going to get a timeout called to save possession. So we'll take the break. 5:50 to play, opening quarter. 3-2, Hillsdale on top.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment. You probably heard about tariffs causing prices to rise, but not at Kubota. That's right, Kubota is holding the line on equipment prices with no increases due to tariffs. And it gets even better. Kubota has boosted their cash incentives on most models. That means more money in your pocket and top quality equipment in your field. But don't wait, these deals won't last forever. Come see us today at Sterling Farm Equipment and get more for your money with Sterling Farm Equipment and Kubota.
Sterling Farm Equipment for construction, home, and farm.
Well, same name, same stability for more than 120 years. The Apple Creek Banking Company, your hometown bank with 7 locations to serve you. The Apple Creek Banking Company, community banking done right, member FDIC. So out of the Chippewa timeout, they'll inbound baseline, and now kicking it back out top to Burke Hughes. Hughes on the perimeter, now right wing with the basketball, McNabb above his head. And back to Hughes, drops it inside to a wide open Luke Blas. And the 6'3 senior laid it off the glass for his first 2 of the night. 4-3 Chippewa. And as Hillsdale brings it into the front court, pass deflected out of bounds by Taloni. And Hillsdale will keep.
Yeah, Chippewa's trapping once Hillsdale gets across half court, and it's really causing some problems.
Troy Bennett takes the inbound. High on the right wing, now top of the key with it is Hayden McFadden, the 6'1 senior. Left wing with it, Bennett. Back out top to Lowen Ferguson, the 5'6 sophomore. Drives in the lane, puts up the shot, up and in. Little off balance on the runner, his first 2 of the night, and Hillsdale back up on top, 5-4. Quick 3 the other way, Chippewa, that's up and in. Counted for Burke Hughes. First points of the night for him, 7-5. Chippewa, 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. The other way comes Hillsdale. Ferguson out of control in the lane. Got it stolen away. Third turnover already for Hillsdale. McNabb came away with the steal. Head fake on the 3 as Hall drives baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Too strong. Rebound, Chippewa. Put back, no good. And Hillsdale the board. Here comes Ferguson, running point for Hillsdale. High out top, lobs it free throw line to Lewis. That's Cale Lewis. Into the corner, Bennett. He'll fire up a 3. And count it for Troy Bennett, the 5'10 senior. Back and forth we go, 8-7 Hillsdale. At the other end, layup, no good by Chippewa's Johnny Taloni, but a foul. So he'll head to the line to shoot 2 as he tried to go up and under on the attempt.
Nice job attacking the bucket that time. And Cale Lewis, he got in foul trouble in the last game as well, so he's got to be careful.
Well, Taloni's done a nice job of getting to the free throw line. 72% on the season. He's attempted 35 free throws in the opening 6 games. He's made 25 of them. Now make it 26 as he hits the first of 2 there to tie us at 8. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Neither team is at a lead bigger than 2. Second free throw, Taloni, also good. So he got them both for his first 2 of the night. 9-8 is the Chippewa lead as Ferguson brings it back up the floor. Met at the timeline by McNabb. Gets by him, high on the right. Little shake and bake move over Blas. Gives it off left wing. Here's a 3, up and good. Count it for Troy Bennett. Second three of the quarter for the 5'10 senior, and 11-9 Hillsdale. The 2-point lead. Here's Chippewa with a basketball. On the perimeter with it is Hughes. He'll pull up for a long three. Got it. So both teams shooting well from downtown early. Chip back on top, 12-11. 3:40 to play here in this opening quarter as Bennett drives into the lane, tries to dish it off to Knox Lewis. Pass deflected out of bounds by Chippewa.
Might be cold outside, but it's warm in this gym. Both teams 4 for 6.
So each team 4 made threes, or is that just the field goals?
Field goals, yep. Hillsdale 3 out of 4 from threes.
We're going to get a whistle and a foul and a push. It's going to be on the floor, Chippewa.
And that's significant because against Waynedale, they were 4 for 21. They've already made 3.
They tagged the foul on Taloni, his first, also the team's first. So Hillsdale inbounding. Ferguson with a basketball, right wing. Backs it up center circle, trying to get around Hughes. He gives it off left wing with the basketball is McFadden. Drops it inside. Good pass and a good layup inside by Knox Lewis. First 2 of the night for the 6'2 junior. Back and forth we go. 13-12 Hillsdale. 3:10 to play in the opening quarter. Chippewa with a basketball in the half court. Pass inside. Blas to Conyers. Puts up the shot. That's no good. Conyers got his own rebound. Goes back up strong off the glass and in. Nice job by the 6-foot sophomore. Coming off the bench, his first 2 of the night. 14-13 Chippewa. 2:50 to go here in this opening quarter of play. Entertaining as both teams shooting it well. Here's a 3. That's no good. Ferguson with a miss. And Blas the rebound for Chippewa. Here come the Chips the other way. Taloni off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Chippewa. That's McNabb. Looking to go up strong. Nothing there. Gives it out on the perimeter. There's Blas to Hughes. Left wing, drops it inside to Taloni. And we're going to get a whistle and a push inside by Cale Lewis. Went into the back of Taloni. And that's going to be his second foul here in this opening quarter. Substitutions, Blas will check out. Hall back in. McNabb will check back out. And Hughes back in as well.
Haven in for Hillsdale for Lewis.
Thank you, partner. Conyers looking to inbound, and the inbound pass stolen away by McFadden, but tipped it, and then it fell on the baseline out of bounds before he secured it. So Chippewa will inbound again. Conyers looking inside, now tries to go into the corner by Hall. And McFadden with those great hands in football, showing the quick hands on the inbound pass as well, knocked it away again. Now we inbound out top to Taloni. Drives in the lane, little 10-foot floater, can't get it to go. Front of the rim and off, and Lewis the rebound. That's Knox Lewis for Hillsdale. Here's Ferguson, top of the key to McFadden. He'll fire up a 3, front of the rim, no. And the rebound, Chippewa. And here come the Chips. Into the pass, into the lane, and a layup by Cam Hall. Went baseline, and a nice job there. Biggest lead of the night, Chippewa. 16-13, just under 2 to play here in the opening quarter. Hillsdale the other way. Bennett lost the basketball, got it back. Haven drives, loses it, and stolen away. That's Conyers with the steal into the front court. Taloni up the near sideline, back to Conyers. Head fake the 3, drives inside, gives it off to Taloni. He'll fire the 3, and he'll connect. So Johnny Taloni, the 6'1 senior's got 5, and all of a sudden, a tight ball game is now a 6-point Chippewa lead. Ferguson drives the other way. Shot blocked, but not cleanly, as we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Chippewa. And Lowen Ferguson, the 5'6 sophomore, will head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, he does a good job of getting his shot off. I mean, he's 5'5", and that might be stretching it in there with those trees, and he's getting to the foul line because of it.
Foul was on Oliver Riggenbach as Ferguson hits. The 6-foot sophomore has played well, Riggenbach, for Chippewa. He's only played in 3 of the 6 games, but in those 3 games, averaging 9 points. Team foul 2 on Chippewa, by the way. Ferguson hit the first, second airborne, and up and in. So Ferguson got them both. He's got 4, and it's back to a 4-point game. 19-15. High-scoring opening quarter, as at the other end, Hall drives in the lane in traffic, misses the shot, And the rebound, Hillsdale. Here comes Ferguson over the timeline, and we're going to get a whistle and a reach-in foul. That's going to also be on Riggenbach. So he picks up his second foul in the last 30 seconds. He will check out. Grady McNabb checks back in. Luke Blas also checks back in for Chippewa. And Conyers, along with Riggenbach, will take a seat on the bench. McFadden inbounding near sideline. High out top with a basketball, Ferguson, guarded by McNabb. Haven with the basketball, high on the left. Tries to get a cutting Bennett inside, but threw it away. Here comes Chippewa after the steal. Hughes drives baseline, kicks into the corner, three ball up and count it. Cam Hall, good quarter for him. He knocks down the triple. He's got 7, and the lead is 7 at 22-15. Chippewa, 45 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Ferguson over the timeline for Hillsdale now. On the perimeter with the basketball is Bennett. In the lane, cutting McFadden. Little circus shot off the glass, no good. And the rebound, Hughes, Chippewa. Pass into the front court. Ball poked away, out of bounds, and over to Hillsdale. Bennett able to knock it away from Taloni near sideline, but apparently Taloni the last man to touch it as it goes out of bounds and over to Hillsdale. Chippewa coach Matthew Stewart unhappy about the call.
Third Chip turnover.
So 26 seconds to go, opening quarter. Entertaining and high scoring, 22 points put up by Chippewa. They came in averaging 57 per game. 22-15 the lead. Hillsdale basketball and the deficit. We'll see if they hold for the final shot. Appears they will. We're down to 10 seconds in the opening quarter. Bennett, high out top, down to 5 seconds. He'll drive right of the key. Baseline drive off the glass too strong. Ball tipped around, and the loose ball ends the opening quarter of play, and a good one for the home team. End of one. Chippewa on top of Hillsdale by a score of 22-15 back after this.
It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for this season. When you order from Giannino's, you always win. Sink your teeth into a delicious feast from Giannino's menu. Whether you're craving our fresh, award-winning pizza or our famous, high-quality Gerber crispy fried chicken, one thing you can confidently bet on, your mouth will thank you. Go for the win. Order from Giannino's in Worcester or Orville.
The Worcester Eye Center is dedicated to providing the finest medical, surgical, and routine eye care available. Our board-certified ophthalmologists utilize the most advanced diagnostic and testing equipment available to schedule your surgery in our on-site state-of-the-art surgery center. We also offer routine eye care, including a full optical shop with lens wear and contact lens services. At Worcester Eye Center, your vision is our focus.
Now back here at Chippewa, start of quarter number 2. It's 22-15. Chippewa on top. Chippewa will start the quarter with the basketball. As bringing it up the floor will be Grady McNabb, the 5'10 junior. McNabb on the perimeter now. Hughes into the corner. Hall with a basketball above his head. He'll dribble out and back it up near the timeline. Now McNabb with a basketball, right wing, as he's guarded by Ferguson. Hillsdale had been in a zone to start, now playing man-to-man. Drive inside by McNabb, lost it, stolen away Ferguson. Here he comes on the run out, little floater at the other end, left it short. Ball on the deck, and coming away with it is Taloni for Chippewa. 22-15, 7:20 to go here in the opening half. Chippewa with the lead. And the basketball. Here's Blas. 6'3 senior. Came in averaging 3 per game. Passes off. Here's a 3. That's off the mark. No good by Hall. Ball tipped out. Long rebound. Tracked down near the timeline by Taloni. Chippewa will reset. Hughes. Left corner. Tried to go baseline. Cut off by Borman of Hillsdale. And now we'll give it off to Hall. Hall, left wing. Back out top. McNabb. McNabb. Little pitch and catch with Hall. Hall will put it on the deck, splits 2 defenders, lays it up, can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound by Hall to keep it alive. Ball goes out of bounds after it was tipped away by Hillsdale, and the official far sideline says last touch by Hillsdale. So Chippewa will keep. Minute and a half into this second quarter, neither team has scored in the period. It remains 22-15 Chippewa. Here's a 15-footer McNabb, up and good. Dropped it in. Nice shot there, his first 2 of the night. And the lead is now ballooned to 9 points for Chippewa. We were back and forth for the opening 6 minutes of the first quarter when neither team had a lead bigger than 2. Here's McFadden on the drive. Can't get it to go with the left hand. And the ball out of bounds, and Hillsdale will keep. Now don't forget, Mass Lepley is your farming and estate management headquarters, featuring Ventrac, Ferris, Bobcat, Honda, and Vortex Power Equipment, Milwaukee Power Tools, and Carhartt Clothing and Footwear. Mass Lepley, your hardware in the country. Turnover, Hillsdale, and that is the 6th of the opening half. 6-minute mark nearly here in this second quarter. 6:06 to play as Chippewa will inbound, and Hillsdale picking up pressure in the backcourt for the first time here tonight. Chippewa breaks it. Inside-outside game. Here's Taloni. Spin move, and he gets it to go off the glass. That was pretty. Spun by one defender at the free throw line. Split 2 more in the lane, and then laid it off the glass. 26-15, 11-point Chippewa lead. 5:35 to go here in this second quarter. Taloni now with 7 for Chippewa. Mentioned leading scorer at 17 coming in. And we get a ball on the deck. Nearly stolen away by Blas, but Hillsdale and Knox Lewis able to keep. And then we get a whistle and a reach-in foul on Chippewa out top, as Blas picks up his first, bumped into Ferguson in an attempt to steal the basketball.
Chippewa is really playing physical on Hillsdale right now, and it's really getting to them right now. Hillsdale struggling with the physicality of Chippewa.
Knox Lewis checks out. Jake Haven checks in for Hillsdale. Substitutions also for Chippewa as Ferguson fires up a long 3, no good. Brody Conyers, the sophomore, checked back in, picked up the board. Outlet pass into the front court. Cam Hall into the lane, and what we're going to say a palming violation on Cam Hall on the drive. So turnover Chippewa. And back over to Hillsdale, which has yet to score nearly 3 minutes into this second quarter.
Yeah, we talk about that physicality. It's showing on the rebounds. Chippewa with 11 rebounds, Hillsdale with just 5.
Remember, this was a 13-12 game at one point. It's now 26-15 Chippewa. And another steal of the basketball as Cale Lewis tried to lob it into the paint. Here's a layout at the other end. Run out, I should say, layup, and it's Johnny Taloni. Another layup for him. He's got 9, and Hillsdale's Ben Ferguson wants time. It is a 13-point game. Chippewa on top and in command right now. 4:50 to go, opening half. 28-15 Chips on top, and we're back after this.
Troyer's Trail Bologna is great anytime. For lunch, a snack, great for parties, even just kicking back, listening to the game on the radio. Since 1912, our wide variety of products and strong traditional ties to our heritage allows us to provide you with the best tasting bologna around. Great taste from the heart of Amish country. Remember the next time you're at your favorite supermarket, don't forget the Troyers. Troyer's Trail Bologna since 1912.
The name may be different, but the service is still the same. Franch Drilling is now Flinner Drilling, and we still have the same knowledgeable, dependable workforce that has been a staple of the business for decades. Hi, I'm Eddie Flinner, and my dad bought this great company to be able to still serve Wayne and surrounding counties with a workforce that is second to none when it comes to knowledge and experience in the well drilling industry. If you need a water well drilled or need service done to your existing well, call Flinner Drilling at 330-262-5301 to set up an appointment today.
Hillsdale basketball out of the timeout, trailing by 13. Into the front court with it is Borman. Borman, Lewis. That's Cale on the perimeter. Into the corner, Ferguson will fire up a 3. Off the mark, left it short. And the rebound goes to Chippewa. Quick outlet pass into the front court. And on the run out was Cam Hall, laid it up with a left hand for 2. He's got 9, and the lead is now 15. Quickly the other way, Haven goes down low. Puts up the shot, blocked by Hughes, who's called for the foul, and he's on the deck holding his hand as he took the worst of that altercation between he and Jake Haven. He'll get up, shake it off, and stay in the game, though. as Haven will head to the line to shoot 2. And with 4:19 to go here in this second quarter, trying to get Hillsdale its first points in the quarter.
When looking at Haven's body, I understand why the other guy fell off of him like that. He's a pretty big boy, and he's well put together.
Solid as he hits the free throw, his first point of the night. So it's a 30-16 Chippewa lead. Second free throw on the way. Benz shoots and left it short. Ball tipped around, and Conyers had it, lost it. Ferguson got it, tried to save it from going out of bounds. Conyers tracked down that loose ball, and a good outlet pass into the front court to Taloni. Taloni over to Hall, who drops it inside to Corbin Gosser. And a whistle and a foul and a push on Hillsdale. And the foul's going to be on Troy Bennett. It'll be his first, and the first of the quarter for Hillsdale. Illusion Screen Printing offers made-to-order gifts and custom pieces. Whether it's one item or 1,000, fast turnaround to serve any school, business, or church group. Find out more at illusionscreenprinting.com. Inbound, here's a 3. That's up and good, no good from Conyers, I should say. Weak side rebound, though, by Blas. His putback, no. Another offensive rebound for Chippewa. That shot's no good. But Taloni, after the second offensive rebound, gets fouled on the attempt and will head to the line to shoot 2. Now Chippewa continuing to also do a nice job on the glass tonight.
Killing them on the boards right now.
What's the advantage?
15-6.
So 15-6 rebound advantage Chippewa, and this time it pays dividends as Taloni, a 72% free throw shooter on the year, hits his first of 2. He's now 3 of 3 at the stripe tonight, and in double figures now with 10. He's got 10. Cam Hall with 9 to lead the way for Chippewa. Second free throw, rims out. Ball on the deck, scrap for the rebound, and we're going to get a tie-up. And the arrow will give it over to Hillsdale. 3:52 to go here in quarter number 2. 31-16. Chippewa on top. Back and forth, we had an early tight game. Since then, Chippewa has really opened things up in this second quarter. Here's the drive. Lewis kicks into the corner. Ferguson off the mark, back of the iron. Offensive rebound, though. Got his own board. And will keep it alive on the perimeter. Here's Cale Lewis on the drive. Goes up strong and kisses it off the glass and in. That was a tough shot. Over 2 defenders. Got it to go. He's got 5. And Hillsdale, full court pressure. Second time we've seen that tonight. And with that, Chippewa coach Matt Stewart will call time. We'll take the break. 3:21 to play. Opening half, 31-18. Chippewa on top. And we're back in 60 seconds.
Watch your money grow. Your legacy will show. It's Star Strategy. It's Star Strategy.
If you're looking for more insulation, then stop by MRV Siding Supply for top-rated by Winco windows. By Winco offers black windows carrying more argon gas, which gives you 30% more installation value. By Winco windows also have standard double strength, increasing noise reduction. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
So out of the Chippewa timeout, 31-18, Chips lead. Hillsdale still applying the backcourt pressure. Nearly got a steal of the basketball. And now we're going to get a whistle and a reach-in foul. I believe they're going to tag Troy Bennett. If they do, and they do, it's his second of the ball game. Team foul number 3 against Hillsdale. And Chippewa will try again to inbound with Hillsdale putting the full court pressure on. Inbounding from the baseline will be Hughes. Gets it in to Hall. And what? Are we going to get a bumper? Are they going to say he stepped on the baseline? Came to the baseline to get the ball. and they're going to say he did step out of bounds, so it's going to be a turnover. And Hillsdale, nice job there pressuring the inbound pass. It pays off with the turnover.
He threw him a bounce pass, and it bounced on the line.
So now Hillsdale will inbound, and the inbound pass deflected and nearly stolen away by Cam Hall. The inbound was a lob out top. Hall deflected it into the front court, and as he tried to track it down far sideline, could not before it sailed out of bounds. So after all of that, Hillsdale will bring up the ball into the front court slowly. Ferguson to the free throw line, Lewis. Here's Lewis, pulls up for the 10-footer, hard off the glass, no good, but he got his own rebound and lays it in. Chippewa just did not box out that time and allowed Cale Lewis to go right in, rebound his own miss, and put it in. And we get a whistle and a foul the other way, and they're going to tag Lowen Ferguson with his first and team foul number 4.
Chippewa defensively, they're switching back and forth between a 1-2-2 trap, a 1-3-1 trap, and a flat-out 2-3 zone that they're trapping out of.
31-20, Chippewa on top. Inbound pass goes to Taloni. He drives right of the key, high off the glass, can't get it to go. But an offensive rebound by Grady McNabb will keep it alive for Chippewa. He'll bang it back top side between the circles, and now drives to the line, to the lane, floater up no, left it short. Ball tipped. Ferguson saves it from going out of bounds for Hillsdale. Gets it into Barker. And now with a basketball is Cale Lewis up the far sideline, over the timeline, into the forecourt. And now Ferguson with a basketball. Spins around his defender, McNabb. Left elbow, picks up his dribble, passes off now Cale Lewis. Head fake, drives, up and can't get it to go. Own rebound, stick back no. And now it's Chippewa with the rebound, Burke Hughes. He'll push it far sideline into the front court. Lane kicks out into the corner with a basketball is Hall. Baseline drive, and he gets tripped up. So they're going to tag Gage Barker with that foul. It'll be his second, and more importantly, team foul number 5 in the quarter against Hillsdale. So Chippewa will be shooting free throws, and it'll be Cam Hall lined left to do the honors. Well, a reminder, the Kilbuck Savings Bank is open on Milltown Road, serving Worcester and Wayne County. Find out what community banking is all about with neighborhood lenders Scott Morgan and Lee Fitzsimmons. Kilbuck Savings Bank, member FDIC. First free throw, Cam Hall up and good. He's in double figures with 10. Bends, shoots, and connects with the second one as well. Back of the iron, front of the iron, and then dropped in. So he's got 11 to pace everybody. 33-20, Chippewa the lead, just under 2 minutes to go here in the half. And a steal of the basketball, Chippewa. That's Conyers. He'll lay it in with a left hand at the other end. And he's got 2 more. 35-20, lead back up to 15. And Chippewa pressuring the basketball in the backcourt. And Bennett falling out of bounds, throws it off the thigh of Cam Hall to save the possession for Hillsdale. And Bennett will inbound in the backcourt to Ferguson. Ferguson passes off to Knox Lewis, nearly got it stolen away. To Cale Lewis, left wing, passed up the 3, into the corner now Ferguson. Good pass, bad look, missed the shot, left it short. Rebound Chippewa, outlet pass into the front court, Blas. And way ahead of the pack, but the throw or the outlet pass was not a great one. Couldn't track it down and goes out of bounds, so Hillsdale will get it back. Down 15 with 1:19 to go here in the half.
7th turnover on Chippewa.
Lewis inbounds. Now Bennett with the basketball over the timeline. Double team trap, and he throws it away. Nearly. Ferguson got it poked out by Gazer. Got it back and on the deck, called time to save the possession. 30-second break, we'll take it. 1:11 to go here in the second quarter. 35-20, Chippewa on top.
This might be a good time to remember that Worcester Community Hospital's exceptional orthopedic team is waiting for you right here, right now. From joint care and advanced robotic joint replacement to physical therapy, tailored sports medicine, and rehabilitation programs. Superb orthopedic care for every age from one of America's top 100 hospitals, so you can keep living your best life every single day. WCH Orthopedics. Stay close, get better.
Well, not a lot of NBA games tonight. It's not a busy schedule for the big boys on the hardwood. Only 6 games this evening. Cavaliers, however, are one of them. Actually, I should say only 5 games in the NBA tonight. Cavaliers just about getting underway. They've got a 7:30 tip up in Cleveland as they host Chicago. Other games tonight, Miami at Boston, that's already underway. Knicks hosting Philly. Sacramento also just now tipping in Atlanta. And then later tonight, 9:30 tip time, Minnesota hosting the red-hot defending champion OKC Thunder. So Hillsdale with a basketball, under a minute to play, down 15. Lewis passed up a 3, gives it off to Bennett. He'll fire the 3, left side no good. And an offensive rebound kept alive by Cale Lewis. Great job. Got the board, hit the deck, able to pass it off to Knox Lewis, who kissed it off the glass. He's got 4. 35 seconds to go as Chippewa brings it into the front court. Conyers got it poked away. Last touch by Hillsdale, though, so Chippewa will keep. As Chippewa will sub, Corbin Gosser out and Grady McNabb back in. Conyers inbounding, baseline near the corner. Back to Conyers, baseline drive, up and in. That was a tricky shot. Went sky high, and he's got 6. Lead back up to 15 for Chippewa at 37-22. Here comes Hillsdale. 20 seconds to play in the half. McFadden on the perimeter left side, drops it inside to a wide open Cale Lewis. Got behind the defense, and Chippewa never saw him. 10 seconds to play here in the half. Chippewa over the timeline. Taloni with a basketball. Little shake and bake move, trying to get around his defender. Little turnaround jumper, 15-footer, no good. Ferguson rebounds it at the horn, and that'll take us to intermission. Halftime here at Chippewa, and Chippewa leading Hillsdale by a score of 37-24. We'll step aside for a quick break, come back, and recap the first half action. Right after this, you're listening to high school boys basketball here on Local Sports Ohio, Glory 102.9 FM and AM 960.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Now is the perfect time for a new career. Enroll at Wayne County Schools Career Center and you may qualify for a scholarship to cover the equivalent of the cost of your books and supplies, up to $4,200 for enrollment in a program over 600 hours. Programs include Administrative Office Professional, Cosmetology, Dental Assisting, Law Enforcement Training Academy, Manufacturing Technologies, Medical Assisting, Practical Nursing. Call Wayne County Schools Career Center at 330-669-7070 to register for the next available information session to begin the enrollment process.
At Home Appliance Company, customer happiness is our legacy. For over 60 years, we've proudly served Massillon, Ohio. Our experts specialize in helping you find the appliances that work for your home and family. Explore exceptional appliances at everyday low prices, like our stylish refrigerators, chef-ready ranges, and high-performance washers. Rebates and financing options are available. Stop by or find our full line of products online.
Craving a workplace with low stress and strong work-life balance? At Worcester Brush, renowned for producing the finest paint applicators in the industry, we prioritize our team by fostering a calm, supportive environment and staying closed on Sundays. Join a company that truly treats employees like family while offering exceptional benefits and a competitive wage. Worcester Brush is currently hiring for full-time positions. Are you ready to take the next step? Apply today at worcesterbrush.com/careers. Worcester Brush, a great place to work.
The River Spotlight Athlete of the Week, sponsored by the Insurance Center Agency, is Orville's Braden Cox.
Chipps leading the 0-1 Hillsdale Falcons by a score of 37-24. For much of the first quarter, this was a back-and-forth ball game. 1 point here, 1 point there. Hillsdale got the first board of the night to go up 2-0, and then it was 3-2, 4-3, 5-4, etc., etc. And until about the 6-minute mark of the first quarter, it was a 1 or 2 point ball game. But at that point, Chippewa really started to separate. And then the second quarter was almost all Chippewa. as halfway through Hillsdale finally got its first points of the period. But this was a 22-15 game at the end of one, 37-24 at the half with Chippewa on top. And Pete, you've seen Hillsdale now twice in the last 5 days. Our first time seeing Chippewa this week. Let's start with the Chips. What did you see out of them in that first half that impressed you?
The way they could change their defenses. They're very disciplined out on the floor, and they really gave Hillsdale fits. I mean, Hillsdale with eight turnovers in that first half, that's very uncharacteristic for them. They like to handle the ball nicely. But you see them in a 1-2-2 half-court trap. I saw them in a 1-3-1 half-court trap. I saw them in a 2-3 zone. They've played man. He's switched things up consistently and has really kept Hillsdale on their toes.
Offensively for Chippewa, Taloni came in head and shoulders above everybody at 17 points per ball game. He's got 10, but Cam Hall with 11. Burke Hughes has 6. Brody Conyers off the bench with 6. They've been very unselfish and a nice job moving the basketball, and a lot of different guys, as you can see, can score it for the Chips.
That's for sure, and they've done a really good job off of the Hillsdale misses, pushing the ball, forcing Hillsdale to run. You heard Hillsdale's coach in the pregame interview. They aren't in shape yet. It's still going to take them some time to get in shape.
Well, I was going to say, you've seen them now twice this week. What are you seeing when you're seeing Hillsdale? What do they need to get better at, in your opinion?
They just need time on the floor. I mean, they've got the same athletes that they had last year. Yeah, it's a big learning curve not having the 6'6" Critchbaum on the team. He was so good last year on the inside. He basically patrolled the paint for them. They don't have that this year, so it's sort of a learning curve for them to sort of switch things to a guard-oriented offense.
So Chippewa in that second quarter was able to separate. We'll see if Hillsdale can adjust here at the half and try to come back and cut in to that what is now a 37-24 Chippewa advantage. We'll step aside for these quick commercial messages. Pete will come back and take a look at our halftime stats in just a moment.
The River Spotlight Athlete of the Week, sponsored by the Insurance Center Agency, is Orville's Braden Cox. The junior scored 18 points, collected 5 rebounds, and had 4 assists in a 54-52 comeback victory over Northwest. Hi, I'm Aaron Dorkson at the Insurance Center Agency. Contact me for a free home, auto, life, or business quote at 330-345-3111. We proudly represent Erie, Wayne, Progressive, and many other A-rated insurance companies. Good luck to all winter sports athletes and teams this season.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Contractors, Home Siding Contractors.
Halftime here at Chippewa finds the Chips surprising Hillsdale here 37-24. Hillsdale 15, or actually led 22-15 after one quarter, outscored them 15-9 today, Hillsdale, in that second quarter to lead 37-24. And we'll go team stats first. Hillsdale from the field, 9 of 26, 35%. They hit 3 of their first 4 3-pointers, have missed their last 7, so they're 3 for 11 from three-point land. That's good for 27%, 3 of 4 from the foul line. For Chippewa, red hot shooting in that first half, 14 of 27 from the field on their action shots. That's good for 52%. 4 of 6. They hit their first 4 3-pointers that they took tonight. 4 for 6, 67%. 5 of 6 from the foul line, 83%. Where Hillsdale has been able to build their lead, they've gotten a lot of second chance points. 19 rebounds to Hillsdale's 13, a lot of those on the offensive end. And then Hillsdale with 8 turnovers, Chippewa with 7 turnovers. For individually, for Hillsdale, Troy Bennett, actually leading scorer is Cale Lewis. Lewis, 6 of his 9 points were scored in the second quarter of play. Troy Bennett had 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, good for 6 points. 4 points each for Knox Lewis and Lowen Ferguson, and 1 point on that first half by Jake Haven, and that's it. That's all the scoring for Hillsdale, part of their 24-point first half. A lot of balance here for Chippewa in this first half, led by Camden Hall. Hall pretty solid both quarters, 7-point first quarter, 4-point second quarter, 11-point first half. Johnny Taloni's pretty similar, 5 in the first, 5 in the second. He's got 10. 6 points each for Burke Hughes and Brody Conyers, 2 points for Grady McNabb. Leading rebounder for Chippewa, Johnny Taloni with 4 rebounds. Leading rebounder for Hillsdale, Cale Lewis with 3 rebounds. It all adds up to a 37-24 lead for Chippewa. And we'll go ahead and take one more break, come back, and Ron will have the second half of action right after this.
The holidays are coming, and it's time to celebrate. Stock up on all your party supplies for Christmas and New Year's with the Bowman Beverage family of drive-thrus. Whether you're in Worcester, Orrville, or anywhere nearby, they have you covered. Stop by Bowman Beverage, the Ice House, or West Lincoln Way drive-thrus in Worcester, or visit Gary's drive-thru in Orrville. From your favorite beverages to snacks and holiday essentials, they make it quick, easy, and convenient. Make this season merry, bright, and fully stocked with the Bowman Beverage family of drive-thrus.
Well, a reminder, same name, same stability for more than 120 years. The Apple Creek Banking Company, your hometown bank with 7 locations to serve you. The Apple Creek Banking Company, community banking done right, member FDIC. 37-24, Chippewa on top of Hillsdale. Other games around the area tonight in the Wayne County Athletic League. Northwestern at home for Norwayne. Rittman's on the road at Smithville. Waynedale out of the league tonight on the road at Manchester. Other area matchups, West Holmes at Dover. Worcester is in New Philly. Highland hosting Sandy Valley. And Central Christian in Kidron hosting Mansfield St. Pete's. Ron Hamilton, Pete Norman, happy to have you with us tonight on a cold night. I remember had dinner with some friends last night, came out of the restaurant.
It was beautiful.
About 55 degrees.
All that did was make today that much colder.
Today felt really, well, you know, temperature-wise was bad enough, but that wind chill, wind was really whipping around.
Had some power outages up in the Cleveland area last evening.
So teams back out on the floor as we get the third quarter underway.
See if Hillsdale picks up the defensive pressure here in this third quarter.
Chippewa will start the third with the basketball, leading 37-24, 13-point advantage. Inbound pass went into the backcourt. Over the timeline now is McNabb. Ferguson pokes it away from behind, out of bounds, and Chippewa will keep. Mentioned, Chippewa after tonight will not play again until December 27th. A week from tomorrow, they'll be at Lake Center Christian. Hillsdale trying to get some games under its belt in action tomorrow night as they will be at home for Northwestern. Steal of the basketball, Hillsdale, and as Ferguson gets it into the front court, gets it poked from behind by a trailing defender, goes out of bounds, and now Hillsdale will inbound on the baseline. That'll be Cale Lewis, left of his own hoop. Looks inside, looks, nothing there, into the corner now to Ferguson. Ferguson around a screen, drops it off inside, good pass, and laying it in was Knox Lewis. Lewis set the screen and then cut in. Ferguson found him for 2.
I was just thinking Knox Lewis needs to be more involved this quarter.
And the other way, here comes Chippewa. Blas with a basketball, right of the key, passes up top, McNabb dribbles in. McNabb, little 15-footer, can't get it to go. And Hillsdale, the rebound. Ferguson, bump, no call on Taloni, goes in, layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Lewis, stick back, no. And Knox Lewis fouled on the shot attempt, so he'll head to the line to shoot 2. As picking up the foul that time, Luke Blas, the 6'3 senior for Chippewa. First foul of the quarter against the Chips, but that is his third foul of the night. So Knox Lewis at the line, 6'2 junior, connects on his first free throw attempt. He's now got 7, and for the first time in a long time, we've got a 10-point game. See if Hillsdale can cut this thing into a single-digit deficit. Knox Lewis trying to make it happen right here. Can't do it. Missed the second free throw. And the rebound, Johnny Taloni of Chippewa. Cam Hall will walk it uncontested into the front court. And now Bennett comes out to guard him between the center circles. Here with the basketball is Hughes on the perimeter to Conyers. Conyers lobs it inside. Bad pass over everybody's head. Trying to get Hughes. Thought Hughes was going to take a deeper cut to the basket. Hughes pulled up about 5 feet from the hoop. And the ball sailed out of bounds and over to Hillsdale.
That was caused by McFadden jabbing at him and then backed off and got in his passing lane.
Here's Cale Lewis. Cross-court pass into the front court. Bennett had a look at a three, passed it up. Now back to Lewis. Here's Ferguson. Drives in the lane. Good dish inside. And he found Knox Lewis down low. Lays it in for two. And it is an 8-point game. Chippewa on top, but Hillsdale a little bit of momentum for the first time since the first quarter. And we've got a Chippewa timeout. 6:29 to play in the third. 37-29 the Chippewa lead. And we're back in just a moment.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment. You probably heard about tariffs causing prices to rise, but not at Kubota. That's right, Kubota is holding the line on equipment prices with no increases due to tariffs. And it gets even better. Kubota has boosted their cash incentives on most models. That means more money in your pocket and top quality equipment in your field. But don't wait, these deals won't last forever. Come see us today at Sterling Farm Equipment and get more for your money with Sterling Farm Equipment and Kubota.
Sterling Farm Equipment for construction, home, and farm.
It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for this season. When you order from Giannino's, you always win. Sink your teeth into a delicious feast from Giannino's menu. Whether you're craving our fresh, award-winning pizza or our famous, high-quality Gerber crispy fried chicken, one thing you can confidently bet on, your mouth will thank you. Go for the win. Order from Giannino's in Worcester or Orville.
So out of the timeout, Hillsdale will apply full court pressure. They had success with that in the first half. Chippewa breaks it here. Hughes into the front court to McNabb. McNabb, right wing, picks up his dribble. Right of the key with it is Taloni. Spins, off the glass, left it short. Ball out of bounds and over to Hillsdale. No, they say last touched in the attempt for the rebound by Cale Lewis. So Chippewa will keep. And McNabb to inbound right of his own basket. Looks inside, fakes, looks, directing traffic, nothing there. Now Conyers right wing with the basketball. Out top to Hall. Hall to McNabb. At the free throw line, dribbles back out near center circle. Moves to his left, now back to his right. Got by Ferguson, but lost the basketball. Gets it back, and now passes off top of the key to Hughes. Hughes gonna fire a long three and connects. From deep. 6'1" senior Burke Hughes knocks it down. He's got 9. 40-29 Chippewa. Hillsdale the other way. Bennett baseline cut off. Ferguson left wing drops it inside to Knox Lewis. And the third time in this quarter that Ferguson has driven and then dropped it off down low to Lewis for the easy bucket. 40-31, 9-point game. Chippewa with the basketball and nearly a steal far sideline Cale Lewis. He indeed did steal it, but then his momentum carried him into the stands, so Chippewa will keep. Conyers on the inbound. Inbound pass, bounces it to Hughes. Got it poked away, gets it back though. Now McNabb high out top, gives it off to Cam Hall. Hall will put it on the deck in the lane. Back out top Conyers. Right wing Taloni spins by his defender. Gets by Lewis off the glass, can't get it to go. Good move but couldn't finish. Rebound McFadden Hillsdale. Here comes Ferguson on the run out. Numbers aren't there. Instead gives it off to Cale Lewis on the perimeter. Left wing, now he'll drive in the lane off the glass and gets it to go. It's a 7-point game. 40-33. Chippewa on top, but Hillsdale coming back. Remember, this was a 15-point game, second quarter, as Chippewa throws it away. Outlet pass into the front court goes out of bounds, so another Chippewa turnover. Hillsdale will get it and can try to make this a two-possession ball game.
I'll tell you what, the Lewis boys are wreaking some havoc on the defensive end of the floor this quarter.
And they're doing it on the offensive end too, especially in the interior. Really taking it to the basket as we get a whistle and a bump on Chippewa, 25 feet away from the hoop. It'll be Chippewa's second of the quarter, leading by 7. 4:43 to go here in the third. Each team with a pair of double-digit scores tonight. Hillsdale with the basketball. Here's Ferguson. Right wing gives it off to McFadden. Drives, shoots, misses. Got his own rebound, though. Kicked out top. That's Cale Lewis, top of the key. He'll put it on the deck. Tries to drop it inside to Knox Lewis. Too many white jerseys. Stolen away by Hall. Lays it up at the other end. Can't get it to go. But the offensive rebound by Rigaba. He throws it away. Ferguson with the steal. Run out at the other end. Off the glass. And we've got a 5-point ball game. 40-35. Hillsdale having a heck of a third quarter. 4 minutes to play here in the period. And we're going to get a traveling call on Chippewa, as Hillsdale is applying some pressure really almost every time that Chippewa brings it up the floor, and Chippewa just sped itself up a little bit too much. We get the walk and back to Hillsdale, now down by 5. At one point, this was a 30-15 Chippewa lead. So a 20-10 run since that time by Hillsdale. And what was our score at the half, partner?
37-24.
So an 11-3 third quarter advantage for Hillsdale. Ferguson splits 2 defenders, and he walked as he did it. Split the defenders on the drive and then tried to kick it back out on the wing, but he walked as he did it.
I don't know about that. He got bumped pretty hard right in front of the official, and he did not call the foul.
Coach Ben Ferguson unhappy for Hillsdale that no foul was called. 40-35 Chippewa with the basketball, quickly into the front court, and we get a whistle and a push from behind on Hillsdale. I believe they're going to tag Porter Borman, the 5'9 freshman, with the foul, his first of the night. And that is team foul number 1 here in the period against Hillsdale.
Both Porter and Deacon Borman gave them great minutes in that Waynedale game.
Chippewa being led by Cam Hall. He's got 11. Johnny Taloni's got 10. 11 points apiece for Hillsdale as a steal of the basketball goes to McFadden, who lays it in wide open at the other end for his first 2 of the night. And don't look now, it is a 3-point game. 40-37, and Hillsdale nearly steals it in the backcourt. Now they do. Ferguson comes away with the loose ball, and he'll dribble to the left wing into the corner. Cale Lewis fakes the 3, drives in, puts up the shot. No, but he's fouled and will head to the line to shoot 2. 11 points apiece for Hillsdale tonight. Knox Lewis, 6 of the 11 have come here in this third quarter.
7.
And Cale Lewis also with 11. And speaking of Cale Lewis, at the free throw line to shoot a pair. Misses the front end, so it remains a 3-point game. Headquartered just south of Millersburg, Mack Oil Field Service offers trucking, dirt work, and general oil field service across the region. Mack Oil Field Service also proud to give back and support local teams. That's Mack Oil Field Service.
Tell you what, I think Ben Ferguson went in at halftime and really challenged his kids, because I see a different team so far in this third quarter. They have really amped up the pressure.
Cale Lewis unable to hit either free throw. Missed them both. Rebound Chippewa quickly the other way. Here's a shot. Corbin Gosser inside. Can't get it to go. And Knox Lewis got the rebound, and we're going to get a whistle and a reach-in foul on Chippewa. They wanted to tie up, but instead Corbin Gosser gets called with a foul. His first of the night, but that's team foul number 4 in the quarter against Chippewa. So Hillsdale will be shooting free throws for the rest of this quarter number 3. 2:45 to play in the period. Hillsdale with the basketball down 3. Ferguson on the perimeter, drives, dishes into the quarter. That's McFadden with the basketball. He'll bring it back out left wing, and now top of the key. Lane, dishes off down low to Knox Lewis. Open again underneath for another 2. It's a 1-point game and a turnover. Chippewa. The cross-court outlet pass from Taloni, far sideline, intended to Blas near sideline into the front court, was behind him by 5 feet, sailed out of bounds, and back over to Hillsdale, and they can take the lead on this possession.
7th turnover just this quarter, 14 for the game.
2:20 to play in the third. All Hillsdale in the period. Down 1. McFadden a 3. Left it short. Rebound Hillsdale. That's Cam Hall with the board. His pass stolen away McFadden, and he can't secure it in front of the scorer's table, so it goes out of bounds, and Chippewa will keep. And Chippewa right now just having a hard time hanging on to the basketball, whether it's nerves trying to hold on to a big lead and seeing it evaporate, or if it's just the pressure that's being applied by Hillsdale. You mentioned we saw the defensive pressure by Chippewa in the first half. Hillsdale, obviously the aggressor.
Role reversal,
to say the least, here in the third quarter. 2 minutes to go in the period. 40-39. Chippewa with the basketball and up by 1. Burke Hughes on the perimeter gives it off to Hall. Pulls up, right elbow, 15-footer, can't get it to go. But Gosser the offensive rebound. Here's McNabb, cut off on the baseline by Knox Lewis. Check that, Cale Lewis. Spins, gets around him, reverse layup, can't get it to go. Rebound Knox Lewis of Hillsdale, and they can take the lead this time down the floor. Minute 37 to go in the third. McFadden 3, got it! Second bucket of the night for Hayden McFadden. He's got 5, and it's a 42-40 Hillsdale lead. Minute 25 to go in the third. Chippewa down low, and a steal of the basketball. McFadden. Gosser tried to give it to Blas, couldn't handle it. And here comes Hillsdale. Momentum swing, you could say that. Falcons with the basketball, front court. Cale Lewis. Lewis gives to McFadden, right wing. Holds above his head. Lobs it left corner. Cale Lewis. Passed up an open look at a 3. Instead, we'll bring it back between the circles. Under a minute to go here in the third. Pass down low, inside, good pass. Bennett gives it off to Lewis. Up and in off the glass. Cale Lewis, the 6'3 junior, muscled that in over a defender. And it's a 4-point Hillsdale lead. And hounding defense. Chippewa just into the front court with a basketball. Hughes on the drive, up and no good. But a whistle on the shot attempt. And Burke Hughes will head to the free throw line. And that at least will give Chippewa a chance to catch its breath as they're getting hounded by Hillsdale's defense here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, that was one of the few times in this quarter where somebody from Chippewa actually just took the ball hard to the hole. When in doubt, go to the hole hard.
Hughes puts up the first free throw short. And it remains a 44-40 Hillsdale advantage.
It's almost like Chippewa may have spent too much energy in that first half. They look a step slower in this second half.
Second free throw up and good. So Hughes now in double figures with 10 after splitting the pair. 3-point game, Hillsdale on top, 44-41. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Ball tipped, deflected, and stolen away by Chippewa. It was Blas who came down with the loose ball, and Jake Haven reached in, got called for the foul. His first of the night, team foul number 3 in the quarter against Hillsdale.
It's one of the first times Hillsdale was able to get into their press in this half, and it showed.
So here comes Chippewa trying to break the backcourt pressure, and we get a whistle and a push in the backcourt against Hillsdale.
Haven again.
That's going to be his second, team foul number 4 with 20 seconds. Check that, 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3-point game. Chippewa, for the first time in a long time, now trailing by 3. McNabb on the perimeter into the corner. Hall drops it off inside to Loney. Goes up strong through 2 defenders but misses. Went too strong. And Ferguson, all 5-6 of them, somehow came down with a rebound. And then we get a whistle and a reach-in foul as he tries to bring it into the front court. That's team foul number 5 on Chippewa. 4th of the night against Luke Blas. So Ferguson to shoot 2 free throws with 13.3 seconds left in the third quarter clock, trying to extend a 3-point Hillsdale lead. First free throw is up and good. What was our score at the half again?
They've erased a 13-point deficit. They've outscored them by 17 so far.
Wow. 45-41 after Ferguson hit the free throw. He's now got 7 tonight.
And they've really done it with defense. I mean, the defense has been their offense.
Second free throw, count it. So Lowe and Ferguson hits them both. He's got 8. Down to 10 seconds in the period. 5-point Hillsdale lead. Here's Hall, drops it off inside to Hughes, off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound Haven. Ferguson, half-court shot at the horn, no good. And that takes us to quarter number 4 here at Chippewa. End of 3. 5-point Hillsdale lead. Falcons on top, 46-41. Fourth quarter's up next.
The Worcester Eye Center is dedicated to providing the finest medical, surgical, and routine eye care available. Our board-certified ophthalmologists utilize the most advanced diagnostic and testing equipment available to schedule your surgery in our on-site state-of-the-art surgery center. We also offer routine eye care, including a full optical shop with lens wear and contact lens services. At Worcester Eye Center, your vision is our focus.
Troyer's Trail Bologna is great anytime. For lunch, a snack, great for parties, even just kicking back, listening to the game on the radio. Since 1912, our wide variety of products and strong traditional ties to our heritage allows us to provide you with the best tasting bologna around. Great taste from the heart of Amish country. Remember the next time you're at your favorite supermarket, don't forget the Troyers. Troyer's Trail Bologna since 1912.
Back here at Chippewa, Chips led 22-15 at the end of a quarter, and they outscored Hillsdale 15-9 in the second to take a 37-24 lead at the half. But a 22-4 third quarter Hillsdale, and all of a sudden the Falcons head into the fourth with a 46-41 lead. And Hillsdale basketball to start this fourth. Here's Cale Lewis, who has played well, drives in the lane, but then bounces it off his knee out of bounds. So turnover Hillsdale and over to Chippewa. Chippewa down 5, and a near steal in the backcourt by Cale Lewis. Inbound pass got poked away, and then he dove trying to save it from going out of bounds, but couldn't quite get there. Backcourt pressure again, full court applied by Hillsdale. Broken by Chippewa this time. Taloni drives, lays it up, can't get it to go, but fouled on the attempt, so Johnny Taloni will head to the line. Down 5 with 7:37 to go in the ball game. Knox Lewis picks up his first foul of the night for Hillsdale.
Hillsdale 9 of 12 in that third quarter. 18 of 38 total, 47%. 4 of 14 behind the arc, 29%. 6 of 10 from the foul line, 60%. Chippewa 15 of 37, 41%. 4 of 7 from behind the arc, 57%. 6 of 8 from the foul line, 75%.
Taloni hits the first of his 2 free throws. He's now got 11. And Chippewa back within 4. And that's where it'll stay. Taloni misses the second free throw. Cale Lewis skies for the board. Here comes Hillsdale up 4. 7:30 to play in the game. Ferguson out top. Gives it off high in the right wing. Bennett holds above his head. Gets around Conyers. Now to Cale Lewis. Lewis between the circles to Ferguson high on the left. Trying to get around Hughes. Splits his defender. Kicks it off to McFadden. McFadden drives, lane, dishes off Knox. Lewis gets it to go off the glass. I'll tell you what, he has just made a living in that low block here in this second half. Quickly the other way comes Chippewa, and another chip turnover. Out of control in the lane was Hall. Slipped, lost the basketball. Hillsdale got it back. Here's Bennett on the drive. Up and no good with the left hand, but got contact. And Troy Bennett, the 5'10 senior, who played well in the opening quarter. Remember, hit a couple of threes in that opening quarter. Has not scored since, but we'll try to get back in the scorebook here at the line for 2.
Tell you what, I think we've witnessed Hillsdale transforming from football mode to basketball mode right before our eyes in this game.
First free throw by Bennett up and no good. So it remains a 6-point Hillsdale lead. Falcons looking for their first win on the very, very, very young season for them. They fell at Waynedale on Monday night by 2. That was their first game of the year. Full court pressure in the backcourt. Chippewa continuing to struggle with it. Got to get it over the timeline, and they throw it away. Hughes got stolen. Pass intercepted at the timeline by Bennett. Back into the front court is Hillsdale. Ferguson, top of the key, line, lane, into the corner to McFadden. 3 ball up, and that is off the mark. And then off the top of the backboard and out of bounds over to Chippewa. 49-42 as Rigobah will take a break and get a breather on the bench for Chippewa.
They got to get Taloni more involved here in this fourth quarter.
Hughes in the backcourt. McNabb, check that to Conyers. Into the front court, Hughes. Down to Taloni. There you go. Good dish that time from Hughes. Found Taloni underneath, and he laid it in for two. He's got a baker's dozen. Conyers steal in the backcourt. Kicks out. Taloni, three ball up and good. And just like that, it's back to a 2-point game. Great steal by Conyers and a good feed. Taloni wide open on the right wing, and Hillsdale calls time. Well, the pendulum is swung back to Chippewa. Momentum on the Chip side, down 2 with 5:55 to play here in the ball game. We'll take the break. 60-second timeout, 49-47. Hillsdale on top, but Chippewa coming on strong.
The name may be different, but the service is still the same. Franch Drilling is now Flinner Drilling, and we still have the same knowledgeable, dependable workforce that has been a staple of the business for decades. Hi, I'm Eddie Flinner, and my dad bought this great company to be able to still serve Wayne and surrounding counties with a workforce that is second to none when it comes to knowledge and experience in the well drilling industry. If you need a water well drilled or need service done to your existing well, call Flinner Drilling at 330-262-5301 to set up an appointment today.
Watch your money grow. Your legacy will show. It's Star Strategies. It's Star Strategies.
Out of the timeout, Hillsdale basketball leading by 2. And we got a travel call on Hayden McFadden. Tried to pull up at the line for the 15-footer, but he walked. And Pete, we got a ball game again thanks to a 5-0 run from Johnny Taloni of Chippewa.
He's answered the call.
Got a layup, followed it up with a 3, but then Hillsdale gets a steal in the backcourt, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Chippewa is going to keep it. No, they're going to say Hillsdale will keep after the steal. So McFadden will inbound near sideline. Inbound pass gets poked by McNabb, but he can't secure it before it goes out of bounds. So Hillsdale will keep. It'll be Cale Lewis to inbound. Baseline left of his own hoop. Looking inside for McFadden, not there, gives it to Ferguson left corner. He'll drive in the lane, pulls up and hits. Little 10-footer, nice jumper there by Ferguson. And it's a 51-49 Hillsdale lead. Here's Conyers at the other end. Right elbow, pulls up, can't hit the 15-footer. Offensive rebound, Taloni, and the stick back. That's 7 straight points for Taloni for Chippewa. 5 minutes to play here in the ball game. Hillsdale with the basketball. Ferguson on the drive, finds Lewis wide open down low. Knox Lewis has made a living in the low post here in this second half. He's got 17, and then we get a whistle and a reach-in foul on Hillsdale as Chippewa tried to bring it up the floor. 4:54 to play, 53-49. Hillsdale on top by 4.
I believe that was on Cale Lewis. That's his third.
So here comes Chippewa the other way. McNabb out top, guarded by Ferguson. Got it poked away. Ferguson, steal of the basketball, gives it to a streaking Bennett, who lays it in at the other end with a right hand. Bennett's now got 9. It's a 6-point Hillsdale lead, 55-49. 4.5 minutes to play in the ball game. McNabb into the front court. Hall. Good bounce pass down low to a streaking Taloni, who lays it in. He's got 20. Huge fourth quarter for Johnny Taloni, the 6'1 senior for Chippewa. 4-point game right now, 55-51 Hillsdale, as we approach the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. 4:09 to play in the game. McFadden, right of the key, pulls up for the shot. Tough. Can't get it to go. And the rebound, Conyers of Chippewa. Conyers has played well off the bench tonight. He's got 6, including some key rebounds and assists. Here's a 3 the other way. Chippewa off the mark. Hughes. Offensive rebound, though. Taloni looking to go back up strong. Can't. Shot no good, but he's fouled and will head to the line to shoot 2. And Taloni has kind of put Chippewa on his shoulders here in this fourth quarter, trying to claw back after giving up a big lead in that third quarter of play.
Oh, they're only going to say it's 3. I had him for 4.
It's team foul number 3 here in the fourth against Hillsdale as Taloni sinks. Taloni's done a nice job at the line tonight. What are the numbers?
5 for 7.
Came in better than 70%. Hits the first of 2. He's got 21.
11 in the quarter.
Second free throw, good. So he's got 22, 12 in this fourth quarter as Conyers takes a seat on the bench. And Luke Blas, who's got 4 fouls, checks back into the game. 2-point game again after Taloni's free throws. 55-53 Hillsdale. 3:40 to play in the game. Hillsdale basketball. And Chippewa trapping. Hillsdale able to break. Knocks Lewis inside. Back out top to Ferguson. Ferguson, good pass inside. No look. Knocks Lewis. Missed the bunny. Got his own rebound. Stick back. Nobody's fouled. Well, credit the guards. In high school, sometimes guards just aren't quite adept enough to work the ball inside. Even if you've got a big man, it's hard sometimes for the guys to post up and get inside looks. But credit Hillsdale, especially Ferguson. He has really found a beeline to Knox Lewis, who has been living in the paint all second half. Another great look that time. Ended up Lewis getting to the line. He just sunk the first of 2 free throws, so he's now got 18 and puts the lead back up to 3 for Hillsdale.
14 in this half.
Knocked that one down as well, so he's got 19. The lead back up to 4. 57-53 Hillsdale. Pressure in the backcourt, nearly stolen away. Instead, we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Porter Borman. It'll be his second of the ball game. Team foul number 4 against Hillsdale, so Chippewa will be shooting the rest of this quarter. 3:25 to play in the game.
By the way, Luke Blas, that was his 5th. He is now done. Blas, sorry.
So here's Chippewa with the basketball. McNabb on the drive off the glass. Can't get it to go. Tell you what, Chippewa has had a lot of that tonight. Unable to finish drives in traffic. Just left that one on the front of the rim. Here's Ferguson. Left wing, spins into the lane, kicks out. Borman, a look at a 3, can't get it to go. Ball tipped around, and Conyers comes away with the rebound for Chippewa. Under 3 to play. Here's the drive at the other end. McNabb out of control, and he's called with a charge. Tried to go in. Hillsdale defenders got set, though, and took the charge. Turnover back over to Hillsdale, up by 4.
20th turnover and 13th in the second half by Chippewa.
Mentioned this was a 37-24 halftime lead. 13 points at the half. The lead had gotten as big as 15 for Chippewa in the second quarter, but a 22-4 scoring advantage third quarter for Hillsdale has turned this game around. Ferguson, inside pass to Lewis. Can't handle it, and Chippewa comes away with it. Here's McNabb at the other end, out of control, goes up for the layup, doesn't get it, but gets bumped and will head to the ground and now head to the line after the foul call on Hillsdale. That's the 4th of the ball game on Troy Bennett. And as I mentioned a moment ago, now 5 team fouls on Hillsdale. So for the final 2:33 of the game, Chippewa will be shooting free throws. And at the line, Grady McNabb came in 0 of 2 at the line in the opening 6 games of the season. Hits that one there. And makes them both. He's got 4. 2 huge free throws there. Chippewa back within 2. Ferguson quickly at the other end. Little runner. Can't get the soft touch to go. Got his own rebound. Stick back, no. Left it short. Another rebound for Ferguson, and he puts that one in. Basically, 3 straight shots from 10 feet. Ferguson got 2 offensive rebounds and finally got the third to stick. 4-point lead. Here's Chippewa at the other end. Taloni down low. Shot, contact, no basket, no call. And then Ferguson gets the rebound for Hillsdale, and we get a timeout on the floor. 2:03 to play. 59-55 Hillsdale. We'll take a 30-second break to catch our breath. Back in just a moment.
If you're looking for more insulation, then stop by MRV Siding Supply for top-rated by Winco windows. By Winco offers black windows carrying more argon gas, which gives you 30% more installation value. By Winco windows also have standard double strength, increasing noise reduction. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
And welcome back here to Chippewa. I'll tell you what, Pete, it has been a fun game.
Fantastic back and forth game of runs, and whichever defense is going to stand the tallest here in the last 2 minutes, that's going to be your winner, I have a feeling.
2:03 to go in the game, 59-55 Hillsdale. Chippewa 2 timeouts remaining, Hillsdale just with 1. As far as fouls go, Hillsdale over the limit, and Chippewa currently with 3 fouls. Hillsdale basketball, that's Bennett on the perimeter. Haven in the game. Now to Ferguson, center circle. Ferguson's got 12. He's played big tonight. Ferguson drives in the lane, dishes out Knox Lewis. Knox Lewis high on the left, skips it over right side to Troy Bennett. Minute 35 to go in the ball game. Bennett backs it up high on the right, and now left side with it out top is Ferguson. Drives and now dishes. Left wing, Knox Lewis. Nearly threw it away. Haven tracks it down to Ferguson. And right now, Hillsdale just running clock and forcing Chippewa to foul, which they do. It'll be called on Grady McNabb, his first, team foul 4. So the next foul by Chippewa will send Hillsdale to the line with 1:22 to go. And Hillsdale on top by 4. Inbound, near sideline. Into the backcourt to Bennett. Now Ferguson back to Bennett on the perimeter. And Hillsdale is just going to wait to be fouled. They are not looking to shoot the ball right now. And there's a bumping foul called on Cam Hall. And he'll send Lowen Ferguson, the 5'6 sophomore, to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 1:12 to play.
Probably the one Hillsdale Falcon you do not want to put back at the line. He is very deadly. 4 for 4 tonight.
And make it 5 of 5 as he hits that. So hits the first of 2. Haven will check out. Hayden McFadden checks back in for Hillsdale. And it's a 60-55 Hillsdale lead. 1:12 to go in the contest. Ferguson's second free throw left it short. And the rebound Chippewa, that's Burke Hughes. He'll bring it up the near sideline all the way into the key. Now left to the key, gives it off to McNabb. McNabb, Conyers, right wing, Taloni into the corner. Ball poked out of bounds by Cale Lewis, and it remains Chippewa basketball. Conyers will inbound. Inbounding to McNabb in the corner, and nothing he could do. Got a double-team trap and just bounced it off the Hillsdale defender's leg to save the possession. Under a minute to play, 55 seconds in the ball game. Chippewa down 5 with the basketball. McNabb drives into the lane, gives it off to Hughes. Now on the perimeter, McNabb over to Conyers. He'll fire a 3 and connects. Brody Conyers knocks down the triple. He's got 9. And Chippewa is going to call time, down by just 2 with 41.7 seconds left in the contest. We will keep it right here. And what a big bucket for Brody Conyers, the 6-foot sophomore. 9 points now for him. We've seen balanced scoring throughout. mentioned, Chippewa being led by Johnny Taloni, 22 points, including 12 in this fourth quarter. 11 points tonight for Cam Hall, 10 points for Burke Hughes, and Brody Conyers right behind him with 9. As far as Hillsdale goes tonight, Knox Lewis has been a stud in the second half. He's got 19 to pace the Falcons. Lowen Ferguson, meanwhile, and Cale Lewis also in double figures tonight. They've each got 13. And then Troy Bennett with 9 himself. So we'll set the stage. Hillsdale basketball up 2 at 60-58, 41.7 seconds left. Each team over the limit, and each team with 1 timeout remaining. And we're going to get a whistle and a reach-in foul on Chippewa as Hillsdale brought it into the front court, and Chippewa went for the steal. And at the line is going to be Knox Lewis. And shaken up a little bit that time, Cam Hall, slow to get up after he went for the steal, with 35.9 seconds now left in the ball game. Knox Lewis, the 6'2 junior, at the line. And he connects. So the lead back up to 3 at 61-58 Hillsdale. Knox Lewis now with 20. A team high.
4 for 5 at the line.
Second free throw on the way. Nothing but net. 62-58. It's a 2-possession game. And Coach Ferguson saying no fouls. Down to 30 seconds. Chippewa with a basketball. Backdoor cut. Good feed from Taloni that time to Conyers. Up and in. And Chippewa back within 2. And I believe we're going to get a violation on the baseline on the inbound pass. It was stolen away by Chippewa, but then they stepped on the baseline, so back to Hillsdale. We're down to 20 seconds to play. Hillsdale up 2. Ferguson weaves through the defenders, all 4 of them, into the front court until Conyers finally reached and grabbed him and fouled. There's now 17.1 seconds to go in the game. And Lowen Ferguson, a baker's dozen so far, back to the free throw line to shoot 2.
5 of 6 from the foul line.
And how about that cut a moment ago from Conyers and a great backdoor feed from Taloni. Ferguson hits there. So the lead is back up to 3. He's got 14. A huge free throw here to try to put it back up to a 2-possession game with 17 seconds to play. Got it. So Ferguson hit them both. He's got 15. 64-60 Hillsdale. Chippewa will bring it into the front court. 15 seconds. McNabb on the drive. Bad shot. Missed it poorly. And a rebound. Hillsdale. Cale Lewis got the board and got immediately fouled and will head to the line. That time McNabb just a little bit out of control. Tried to go with the runner and almost scoop it high off the glass. Couldn't quite get there. And we walk down at the other end, and it looks like Hillsdale might escape with a hard-fought victory tonight. With 10 seconds to go and up 4, Cale Lewis at the line. Missed the first. So it remains a 4-point game with 10 seconds to go here in the game. 64-60 Hillsdale. Missed them both, but the offensive rebound, Lewis. Ball came right back to him. He drives inside, throws it away. We're down to 4 seconds. We're down to 3. McNabb going to pull up for a 3 at the horn, air ball. And that is your ball game here tonight. So Hillsdale picks up its first win of the season. A nice comeback victory, down 13 at the half. At one point down 15 in the second quarter. They rally for a 64-60 win tonight on the road here at Chippewa. 64-60 the final. With the win, Chippewa falls, or I should say with the win, Hillsdale now 1-1. Chippewa falls to 4-3 with the loss. The game turned as Pete tallies up the final numbers in that third quarter. Mentioned, Chippewa led 22-15 at the end of 1. They led 37-24 at the half, but then Hillsdale a 22-4 advantage in the third quarter. We went back and forth in the fourth. Hillsdale took a 46-41 lead into the fourth, but Chippewa would not give up. They were down 7 got back into it on a quick 5-0 spurt by Johnny Taloni, who came up big with a 12-point fourth quarter. Got a layup, and then after a Brody Conyers steal in the backcourt, he found Taloni on the right wing, knocked down that triple, and the 5-0 Taloni run put Chippewa back within 2, and we were nip and tuck from that point on. But again, tonight the final 64-60, Hillsdale the victory. And Pete's got a look at our final numbers.
I sure do. Hillsdale, 23 for 49 from the field, 47%. 4 of 16 from behind the arc, 25%. 14 of 22 from the foul line, 64%. For Chippewa, 21 of 48 from the field, 44%. 6 of 11 from behind the arc, 55%. And 9 of 12 from the foul line, 75%. Chippewa out-rebounded Hillsdale 32-26. What turned them in was the turnovers. 20 turnovers, 13 of those in the second half for Chippewa. Hillsdale ended up with 15 turnovers, but only 7 in the second half. Individually, in the loss for Chippewa, 3 guys in double figures. And on the day, how about Johnny Taloni? 22 points. Boy, did he show up in the fourth quarter as well. He had 13 of his 22 points, actually 12 of his 22 in that fourth quarter. 11 points for Brody Conyers, 10 points on the day for Burke Hughes, and then 2 points for Grady McNabb, and 11 points for Camden Hall as well. That rounds out the scoring for Chippewa. For Hillsdale, 3 guys in double figures. Knox Lewis, boy, he came to play in the second half. How about 17 second half points en route to 21 total? Also in double figures, Lowen Ferguson. He ended up with 15 points, 13 points for Cale Lewis, 9 points for Troy Bennett, and 5 points for Hayden McFadden, and 1 point on the day for Jake Haven. Rebounding-wise, get this. How about Lowen Ferguson leading the Hillsdale Falcons, all 5'5" of them. 7 rebounds for Lowen Ferguson. And for Chippewa, Johnny Taloni, 8 rebounds leading the way for them. It all adds up to a Hillsdale victory, and they'll take it, that's for sure.
Well, time to pick our player of the ball game tonight. And our Germain Honda of College Hill's player of the game is Knox Lewis, the 6'2 junior, outstanding, especially in that second half, enabling Hillsdale to rally to come up with the win. So congratulations to Knox Lewis and to Hillsdale tonight. Once again, our final here tonight from Doylestown, 64-60. Chippewa rallies to win, beating Chippewa here tonight. So Hillsdale 1-1 on the year with their first win for the Falcons. 4-3 are the Chippewa Chipps. Our thanks this evening to Riley Hammersley, Jonathan Schilling on the video side of things. For my partner Pete Norman, I'm Ron Hamilton. We've got one more game to go before Christmas. Mike and Pete will have that ball game on Tuesday night. I'm done. So from me,
Merry Christmas,
everybody,
my friend.
Thank you, sir. Everybody out there, have a safe and happy holiday season and a very Merry Christmas. Our final time tonight. Oh, by the way, I can't forget Dale Mosier. Merry Christmas back there to Dale. He does a great job as always, so thank you for his help in Worcester. But again, for Pete, for Riley, for Jonathan, for Dale, I'm Ron. Once again, final tonight, 64-60. Have a great weekend, and again, a very Merry Christmas.